China, the economic giant of the world. With a population of just over 1.3 billion, China has eclipsed the Asian economic powerhouse of Japan. Now it is looking at Africa for resources to feed its growing economy.
China has built up a portfolio. It was a latecomer to the state company entry into Africa. Came in through China National Petroleum Corporation initially into Sudan, built up its asset-based portfolio, production, reserves there, and spread elsewhere.
With this lunge for resources in Africa, there have been cries of neo-colonialism.
We can't complain too much because, 100 years ago or 150 years ago, what was Britain and Germany and Germany's much, but yeah, Germany, Holland, etc. doing? I mean, they were coming here and exploiting the countries and running away with the assets. I think African countries have been offered a pretty good value proposition by the Chinese, to be fair. Infrastructure here. Drive from Jomo Kenyatta Airport to Nairobi and compare it to 3 years ago.
South Africa does not want to be left behind. It is heading east to strengthen economic ties with the Asian giant. The visit by President Jacob Zuma promises more deals.
The state visit to China, South Africa is starting to, I think, strategically start to build our political relationship with China. This is not quite filtered through, I believe, in terms of the economic and business relationships. Sure, we see deals, investment deals like Standard Bank, ICBC, for example, amongst others, but there's a lot of far greater potential, commercial potential.
Johannesburg-based Martin Davies is one of the leading China experts in Africa. He has seen China grow into South Africa's largest single trading partner. In the year 2009 alone, exports from South Africa to China reached 48 billion rand and imports at over 70 billion rand.
China-Africa trade, or China-Africa trade and China-South Africa trade effectively has been growing at very, very high rates. We're looking on average 25 to 30% growth year on year, every year for the last 10 years. In the first half of last year, China became South Africa's single largest trading partner, which was quite a significant shift, and I think it took a lot of people in this economy by surprise.
And if anything, we are likely to see China doing even more business with South Africa. One of the things that binds South Africa to China is that it too is a strong emerging economy, just like Brazil, Russia, India and China, the so-called BRIC countries. There is a strong political will for South Africa to join this group, and most agree that this move will likely be good for business.